Good afternoon, everyone. I'm GoLocal Live contributor Chelsea Gay here in the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center with our weekly lifestyle segment on what is happening in Rhode Island. So thank you for tuning in. Our first guests today are Laura Burkett and Sue Fracke from Providence Holiday Show, the Providence Holiday Show, I should say. Thank you guys so much for joining us. It's a pretty exciting event that we have coming up this weekend at the Convention Center. And so, as many of you may know, a couple years ago, RISD ceased doing their normal holiday show, and you guys sort of picked up the pace, expanded it like crazy, I would say. So tell me a little bit about how that happened. How did you get here?
So we have some friends who are RISD alum, and we heard last year that the RISD version of the show had been canceled, and that a lot of local RISD alum artists still wanted that show to take place, but no one had time to organize it, and so this alum friend said, oh, well, you guys should just organize it. So we said, okay, we will. So we had a chat with RISD and talked to them about how we really wanted to honor that legacy that they created because it was such a fabulous and successful show. And so here we are. We decided to make it a 2-day show. We have it juried so that the quality level is very high.
Yeah.
And we opened it up to other artists, not just RISD alumni. So now you have a nice diversity, and you have a lot of RISD alum and then folks coming from really greater New England and beyond.
Yeah. So the previous show was only open to RISD alum and RISD artists. So this one is bigger. When you say juried, you mean that there's a panel of artists and community members, faculty at RISD looking at the submissions of all these people in order to allow them to be here.
Right, and sometimes curators. We have a curator from the Fuller Craft Museum. We have the head of RISD's textile department. We have a local artist, Boris Bally, and so they lend their expertise to this process. And then several months ago, they actually look at the bodies of work that are coming through, and they scored them accordingly. It's a blind scoring process, so they don't see the names of the artists, and then that's how we end up with our final body of artists. And then we also have waiting lists. So it's been pretty exciting.
Oh, that's great. So I'm assuming there's going to be some really awesome stuff there. Can you tell me a little bit about what we can expect? Some of these vendors, what we're going to see when we walk in.
It's going to be great.
I give this one to Sue Fracke.
No, hey, no, keep going. You're doing great.
No, you're doing great.
No. Well, I have my own favorites. Why don't you start with yours?
Okay, so we have 15 categories in the show. So I don't know that I can name all of them, but I can tell you that you have.
Put you on the spot.
Well,
Yes.
we have, okay, go.
All right. Okay. Ceramics, it starts there. And
Jewelry.
Then jewelry, furniture, fiber wearable, fiber decorative, leather,
Wood.
glass, wood, metal,
Furniture.
I said furniture.
Oh, sorry.
We can't say it twice. We're doing 15, right?
Doubly
Furniture is, well,
nobody's
there's furniture.
counting this,
Wood,
though.
we said wood. How many times can we say wood?
I
don't know, but there's a lot of good stuff.
Is this
so,
a
yeah.
woodchuck joke?
No, we're not going there.
And I will add that the jewelry category is especially strong because we have so many really fabulous and talented jewelers coming out of the RISD program, and then I think we had a lot of sort of award-winning jewelers coming from other parts of New England saying, hey, well, this is, the RISD show is now still partially RISD but open to other artists, so jewelry is pretty fabulous. Yeah. The other categories are good as well.
We forgot painting, photography, the 2D stuff, because that actually printmaking, so yeah, there's a paper.
So it's art, craft, and design, so
Yeah.
we have 2D, 3D, craft, and also design.
Any notable artists that you can think of that you want to mention that'll be there? Some cool products you've seen, anything?
Let's see, it's a long list. We have, I guess, a RISD, I would say, favorite coming in from New Mexico, Elise Allen. And Elise hand makes these wonderful cashmere accessories, and she embellishes them with Swarovski crystals. So they are fabulous, to die for, wonderful. We have locally based jewelers, Dahlia Canner, Heather Guidero. Who else?
I like Paulette Wergler. Is she out of New Hampshire?
She's out of New Hampshire.
Out of New Hampshire, but she's great. Good stuff.
And then we have some local notables. We have Jay Schatz, the ceramics studio that's based here locally. We have Cleverhood Studios with their technical rain ponchos and gear. And who else am I missing?
You said Nest, I think.
Oh, Nest.
And Nest Homeware,
Nest,
Matt
yes.
Cavallaro, Nest Homeware. So that's a lot of these. Some of them do a lot of shows, but at least I know that Jay Schatz, they don't do a whole lot of shows. So this is kind of a special event for them, and we're really proud to feature them.
So it's a 2-day event. Walk us through what we can expect. Are there various programs? Is it just kind of the full day? You can peruse the different artists. Is it good for kids? I mean, what are we?
It's all those things. I mean, mostly it's about shopping handmade, obviously, and the artists. But there are some ancillary things around the weekend that we're pretty excited to introduce this year that we didn't have last year. One of them is a local food favorites, kind of a corner of 4 to 5 vendors sampling their food, some delicious things from, I think, Ming's, Cow, Fancheesical.
Crave
Yeah, I'm
tacos.
sort of partial to the cheesicle. I've abandoned the word fantastic, and now I just say Fancheesical. That's how good it is. And then we're also going to have live music, which we didn't have last year, which is, a form of arts, and we're very excited to bring in some musicians, a harpist and a fiddle and guitar group that are really good, and the a cappella group from Wheeler. So there's going to be some good entertainment there while you're shopping. Something we didn't have last year also was an all weekend long VIP pass. So you can be a VIP and shop the show, come and go as you please all weekend long. And you get access to the VIP suite, which is beautiful, nice soft seating, a little, special place for your bag and coat. You get a gift bag.
Nice.
You get a neck massage.
That's interesting.
From Evolve.
Do they have to get juried as well?
Yeah, the masseuses were all
massaged
juried.
all
Yes,
the
We
exactly.
juried them.
Yeah.
Very highly curated neck massage services. Yeah,
Extremely juried.
extremely juried. Yes, indeed. But there's just all kinds of great stuff if you're a VIP. So that package is $50, and it's, like I said, it's good for all the entire weekend. And
has an
you get
adult
food,
beverage,
you get food and an adult beverage.
a
Yeah,
tote
so
bag.
you can't beat that. Yeah, so.
And now, if you bring your kids, is there
Oh,
anything for the kids to do? Yeah.
So kids 12 and under get into the show free, and we had a kids corner last year that was very popular, so we've brought that back.
Okay.
It's going to be a printmaking activity, block printing and printmaking, and we will be partnering with our charity partner on that, Providence City Arts for Youth,
Great.
and also Angel Care Montessori. So Angel Care Montessori will also be helping us with our gift wrapping station,
Yes,
which I
I
don't know if
saw
you're going to
that.
ask us about that. So a lot of exciting stuff.
So you can get pretty much anything you buy within reason of a size that can fit in a gift bag wrapped.
Yeah.
Maybe not your couch, but
Maybe not. Maybe
Well,
not the
so-
furniture.
The gift wrapping is an interesting point because we've partnered with Cretelier on Hope Street in Providence, and they really believe in eco-friendly gift wrapping. So they use remnant fabric to wrap their gifts, and so
Okay.
they have donated these materials, and that's how we'll be wrapping our gifts at the show.
awesome. And you mentioned a charitable arm. There is a piece of this that goes back to charity, correct? And tell me a little bit about that.
Absolutely.
Well, Providence City Arts for Youth is based in South Providence, and they do after-school programs for that area, kids in the urban area that might not otherwise have access to the arts. They specialize in providing art programs in music and creative arts for those children aged 8 to 14. And we decided, since we are very heavily into supporting artists and the arts, that we would align ourselves with a charity partner,
Great.
such as Providence City Arts for Youth, and we're excited that they're partnering with us. And a portion of the proceeds, the ticket proceeds, will go to them. So.
Oh, that's great. And so a new thing you're also rolling out this year is the Early Stage Artist Program, which is a new piece of the holiday show. So tell us what that is.
Okay, the ESAP program, or the
ESAP,
early
yes.
stage artist program, it's essentially an emerging artist program, and the idea behind it is to allow artists who are relatively new to showing or selling their work in public forums to be able to be in a show with a lower cost, sort of lower risk, because it's a shared booth environment. So we have large 10 by 20 double booths that will each have 4 artists. And like I said, they've been selling their work for less than 5 years, and it's a lower cost for them. So
Okay.
they're very excited.
And what was the process to get involved in that? Was that the same? Are they juried the same way, or was it separate?
They were
submission?
juried in the same way. In fact, and again, the names were blind when they went into the jurying process, and yeah, they just checked off whether they had been, whether they qualified by, selling less than 5 years or showing for less than 5 years.
And so an event like this, kind of involving all the artists in the community, outside of the community, why do you think this is important for Providence, for people to come together in this way and see art, share art, sell art? I mean, why is this important to us?
Wow, that's a deep question. I wasn't really
It
prepared
might require
for
a
that.
glass of wine or something. I don't know. But
Well,
yeah,
we really believe in the arts. We think art is an important part of the fabric of all of our communities, and art in a lot of forms. And we, I I've been an artist or a maker myself and trying to, sell my leather bag line at a lot of shows like this. And I know and we know how difficult that can be, and so we want to try to make that easier and make a really positive environment for these artists to sell their works, and also for the public to be able to have exposure to that, and also to speak to the artists and understand more about their process and their passion, and by that hopefully even get more folks interested in making art, either acquiring art or making art and being a part of that process.
Great.
I think that's a really good point, is the opportunity to meet the artist. I mean, a lot of times, if you're shopping online or making a purchase, they have a website or whatever, you can communicate via email and, you can order a product, but it's really special when you can walk up to a booth and you meet the person who actually made what you're looking at. So I think we take a certain amount of pride in being able to present that in downtown Providence, in a large venue in the Rhode Island Convention Center, and really showcase these artists as best we can.
Absolutely. So let's talk kind of semantics. How much are tickets? Where do you get them? All that kind of fun
ticket.
stuff. Yeah, hot ticket items.
Tickets on the street right now. Do you do those things where you just say, "Hey, come run over to GoLocal right now and get some tickets"?
We'll
I've got some tickets.
Throwing them.
I do. I could just start flashing them on the street.
No, we lock the door.
You lock the door. Oh, that's how hot these tickets are. The door's locked.
No, just give them your home address.
Yeah,
exactly.
You'll find Sue.
Call me. No, our tickets are $8.50 at the door, if you can believe it, each day. So that's a pretty great price for what you're going to see. And again, kids 12 and under are free. The food ticket, if you want to go ahead and sample the food area, which is going to be delicious, is an additional $7 for adults, and it's $5 for kids 12 and under.
And that just allows you to sample the food.
Yeah, for the food area.
And the VIP package actually includes access to the food area, and along with the tote bag and the other things that we mentioned, and an adult beverage, and the neck massage, and gift
I like
wrapping.
that. I like the adult beverage.
You got to go VIP.
Very important.
I mean, yeah, it's really the way to go.
And so this event, really, interior designers, homeowners, people that want to buy gifts, I mean, it's really, anybody can just go and should go and check this out. I'm sure there'll be plenty of awesome gift ideas for the holiday season. We're approaching the time where we should start thinking about what to buy people if we haven't already.
Well, to that point, so we have artists that are offering work, pieces that are on all price points. So you do have a lot of holiday shoppers that come to the show, and then you have also, serious art collectors who are coming and who want to be exposed to new artists and new work, and like you said, interior designers who are, looking for artists to be able to, make specific pieces, maybe commissioned for future work. So there's really something for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Great. And so the event is 2 days, Saturday and Sunday, this weekend at the Rhode Island Convention Center in the main. But where's the
at Hall C and D on the second floor.
Okay, pretty big, you guys. Got a big.
It is big.
A lot of square footage. Wear comfy shoes.
Wear comfy shoes. Yes. Walk all the vendors.
That's right.
Well, we hope everybody gets out this weekend. It's warm in there, at least. I think it's supposed to be freezing again, so at least it's an indoor.
Sunny.
At least it's an indoor marketplace for people to go and do some holiday shopping. So we hope our viewers get up and out into the city, check out this event, check out all the other events going on. I'm sure there's like a bunch of breakfast with Santa happening too as well in the area. So
come on over right after that.
Make a day of it. Laura and Sue, we really appreciate you coming on.
Thank you so much.
We're happy to have you. And is the plan to keep kind of doing this every year,
Absolutely.
growing it? Awesome.
Absolutely.
Well, we wish you success, and hopefully we'll have you on next year to talk about it again.
Hope so.
And, yeah, great. So everybody stay tuned. We'll be back with Taylor Franco from Luca and Danny next.